Hello, members and business partners of Quorum. I'm Bruno Cementelli, current CEO of Quorum Federal Credit Union.
And I'm Jeff Packer, president of Quorum. Because this is such a monumentous year, we wanted not only to deliver our annual message together, but also to interview each other so that this gentleman doesn't get away with downplaying some of his amazing accomplishments at Quorum. Let's get started. As many of you already know, as the announcement was made earlier this year in June, Bruno, after 38 years with Quorum, starting as a loan clerk and working his way up through the company, has announced his retirement. Bruno, could you tell us why now?
Thanks, Jeff. I think what's most significant about now is that I feel Quorum is in a place where I'm comfortable retiring. Leading Quorum into the financial services company that we are today has been one of the greatest honors of my life, and I know the company is in great hands. I'm proud of the company we've built, humbled by the amazing people I've had the pleasure of working with, and pleased that the accomplishments that we've achieved have helped us to improve the lives of our members. The senior leadership team makes me very proud every day. Our board of directors under Chairman Mark Werner ensures we put our members and partners first and stays laser focused on our goals. In addition, we continue to be named one of the top credit unions in the U.S. by Bankrate, as well as the best company to work for in New York for over 10 years. We've launched our value-added programs for our members, like our member discount program and Balanced Financial Fitness, a free financial counseling service. We have robust learning hub with hundreds of free educational articles to help our members make good financial decisions. We now offer insurance and wealth management services through trusted partners. And we've changed our business model from branch-based service to a truly online credit union, serving members throughout the country through online, mobile, and a nationwide ATM network. We're also well on our way with a well-staffed lending business model and digital transformation. So, I felt that the time was right to move on to other adventures, especially traveling the world with my wife. We recently celebrated 36 years of marriage, and we're both looking forward to seeing the world.
Take us back to your first day as a loan clerk 38 years ago. What was Quorum like then?
Well, I remember starting work at General Foods headquarters in White Plains, 250 North Street, which is who we served at the time. And we were just in their lobby, actually. Before we evolved into an online credit union, Quorum had multiple service centers throughout the country at the many plant locations of our sponsors. We used to visit these locations. I used to visit these locations in person to serve members. The service center I worked at in White Plains was essentially a temporary office space, so it just had walls. There weren't any ceilings, so everything was really quite transparent. We were very small at the time, but it was a good central location for members to find us. When I started, we had approximately 10,000 members, and today we have over 75,000. I think I was amongst about 20 employees, where now we have over 150. We all wore many hats to pitch in where it was needed. As a loan clerk, it was my job to help the credit union with all the paperwork. We had paper then, and that was associated with the loan, like appraisal documents, credit reports, and just reviewing documents for accuracy. Things were much different then. We didn't have personal computers, and we had a weekly printout on microfiche of member account information to work from.
What other hats did you wear?
Well, after being promoted to a loan officer from a loan clerk, I quickly became a branch manager after that. And that was a role that gave me great insights into almost every department in the company. I had many positions in the company, mostly in lending, but also operations and marketing. And I stayed with Quorum because it always created new opportunities for me. For me, it was like almost symbiotic. It seemed as I grew in knowledge and experience, the credit union grew as well and had a new challenge for me. So ultimately, in December of '04, I was promoted from Senior Vice President to Chief Executive Officer. As always, we had challenges as our sponsor was also evolving with a series of acquisitions and divestitures that they were making, and that threatened our growth opportunities. We weren't sure where the next member would come from. So I knew I wanted to lead Quorum to fulfill its vision and its mission of providing financial services to benefit the lives of our members, but I also knew we needed to grow. We needed to create new opportunities for growth. So that was my mission, to grow Quorum into a nationwide financial institution that benefited the lives of its members, offered competitive rates, and was an institution where members could bank anytime and anywhere, but still receive the service you would expect to get at a neighborhood credit union. When you look at our products like our High Q liquid savings product or our term accounts, which consistently have top of market rates, or our mortgages, particularly our home equity lines of credit, HELOCs, I think we've really achieved that. When we hear a thank you from the member about how we helped them with their loan or provided them great service on a phone call or helped a longtime member set up a custodial account for their child, I think that we've achieved that.
Your vision wasn't without challenges?
Yeah, we've definitely had challenges along the way, and that always keeps it fun and interesting. From national economic upheavals to sponsor company actions to the taxi medallion portfolio of the last few years, we've certainly had our fair share. But I think the common denominator for all of the obstacles we've faced over the years has been a dedication and resilience to overcome the obstacle, whatever it was at the moment. We've been challenged along the way, yet never faltered in our resolve to do the right thing for our members, our partners, our investors, and our employees. And while I take pride in Quorum's ability to look for creative and innovative solutions, it's always tempered by sound business practices, safe lending, and secure investments, as well as building our capital reserves for what a member might call for a rainy day or emergency fund. Those essentials have always seen us through.
You mentioned growing the credit union. As you said earlier, we're a select employer group-based credit union, serving employees at companies like Kraft Foods and Philip Morris. How do you grow a credit union when the base is limited only to companies that you support as a credit union?
Right. Well, Quorum has a way of combining practicality with innovation to create business models and strategies that differentiate us in the marketplace. Other credit unions were already exploring mergers in companies not yet served by credit unions, so we needed a different, more unique prospect to grow, which is why we started the Vacation Ownership Funding Company, or VOVCO, in 2009, the first of our business-to-business partnerships. And because we were so successful there, we went on to develop other partnerships like our international graduate student loans, medical loans, and most recently, and definitely most successful, home equity lines of credit, or HELOCs, and first mortgage brokerage relationships. These partnerships really helped us to expand Quorum's membership. Those who became Quorum members due to the financing of their loans were then introduced to all the credit union had to offer. But it also allowed us to grow financially, giving us the funds to invest in digital technology, transitioning our members from paper processes to online and mobile banking, and ultimately a more seamless banking experience.
We can't fail to mention the global pandemic.
Yes, of course, who can forget that? I don't think anyone wanted a year like 2020 or was ready for a pandemic. But actually, Quorum had been making so many strides and investments towards serving our members digitally that we didn't experience the challenges so many financial institutions and credit unions experienced, who were scrambling to put an infrastructure in place that would allow employees to serve members remotely and also allow employees to work remotely. We already had a solid work-from-home model in place, as well as a bank anywhere, anytime pledge to our members. So the transition, while unplanned, was relatively seamless. When you take these moments and these challenges, it's honestly what I'm most proud of, and it's a major strength of Quorum, the ability to adjust and adapt to ever-changing circumstances. In a word, it's agility, which is one of Quorum's core values. There's another core value that I think is worth mentioning, and I believe has grown and served the organization well, is entrepreneurship, which means being adaptive and ready to reinvent yourself when conditions change. We did that so many times as we evolved from serving one company location to many, then serving many companies, changing from a branch to a branchless model, and growing membership through loan relationships. And speaking of reinventing, I think that's my segue to interview you. You can tell us about what you have in store for Quorum.
Absolutely.
Well, first, as a reminder, at the same time my retirement was announced, we announced my successor, Jeff. Jeff was a natural choice by our board of directors due to his proven performance with the credit union since 2014, his leadership and his financial background, and it was a choice fully endorsed by me.
I'm honored to have this opportunity, and I'm very thankful for the board's confidence in me, and I'm thankful that you brought me in more than 7 years ago.
Well, what can you tell us about Quorum next year and beyond?
Well, as I move into this position officially in February of 2022, my focus is a commitment to all stakeholders, members, partners, investors, and to my colleagues. The future of Quorum is seeing through much of the framework that you put in place for us, growing the credit union through business partnerships, transforming us from paper processes to digital solutions, and constantly finding ways to add value to our members and partners, whether through new services or products. Many of our members and partners are aware of our tagline, banking that's good for you. What I love about that is that we're operating under this very simple but very profound adjective. At the heart of every business decision that we make, is it good for our members, for our partners, for our employees, and for the overall health of the credit union? So we're looking at pain points. We're making progress towards providing a frictionless experience across all business. And as you know, that's no easy feat, but we've got a great opportunity presented to us now that partners and members expect companies, particularly financial institutions, to be digital. Outlining a digital process takes hard work. It takes research and feedback, iterations, but we've already made quite a few improvements in online and mobile banking, our membership application, and in-member service. You mentioned earlier how we changed our business model from a branch-based service to an online credit union. Part of honoring that business model is looking for more ways that members could self-serve so that members can truly bank on their own terms. If they want us or need us, we're here, but giving them the tools to bank on their own is important. So in addition to must-have self-service like mobile deposits, which we have for years and is very, very popular with our members, we're making a lot of investments in other ways members can bank on their own, like 24/7 online knowledge base and automated chat. We have all of the elements required to build upon our success: strong vision, mission, core values, talent, resource, perseverance, and a pretty cool tagline. As an incoming CEO, I can't ask for a better foundation.
And what about new partnerships?
It was so important for the existence of the credit union to find areas of business which we started in that venture in 2009 with Vacation Ownership Funding Company and then went to other partnerships. Our model allows us to rethink what Quorum could be and how we serve businesses as well as members where everybody gets to benefit. For example, in order for us to offer competitive dividends on our deposit products and low interest on our loans, the credit union needs capital. We get capital through these partnerships. The relationship is an important area of the business that ensures the overall health and success that allows us to deliver membership value. Our partnerships with mortgage brokers throughout the country in particular has enabled Quorum to provide loans to so many new members, which is really exciting. In addition, it delivers income to Quorum, which enables us to continually reinvest in our members, including offering low rates on mortgages and high rates on our saving products.
Well, I know that no matter where my retirement takes me, I will continue to be a Quorum member and can't wait to see what the future brings for the credit union. The company is well positioned for future profitable growth and for taking care of our stakeholder members, partners, investors, employees, and I have full confidence that you, as Quorum CEO, will continue to advance our success. And thank you, members, partners, investors, Quorum employees, the board and supervisory committee. It's been my absolute pleasure to serve you and work with you for 38 years. Thank you, Jeff, for your hard work and for taking Quorum on an exciting and rewarding journey.
An honor. Thank you, Bruno.